I went this way.
All set?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey.
Yep.
All right.
We got
Verified.
exposure. Let me
All
see.
So this wife offed her husband and then hid his body in the woods. I don't know if he was already in the woods, but if he wasn't, shorty gotta be husky. Like she some type of strong. Dead weight is crazy. Anyway, we hop into it. Sub up, like the video. Let's get it.
Flagler County sheriffs are headed to the home of Dorothy Singer to serve a search warrant. She claims that her husband, Charles Singer, has been missing. However, deputies are under the impression she hasn't been telling the truth.
I'm going wide. Get away from this. You got truck? Door opens out. Outswing.
Crazy thing is, they trying to be quiet and walk up there all precise. Next thing you know, as soon as he stepped on the porch, dun, 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 dun. iPhone gave this nigga up quick. Yo.
Flagler County Sheriff's Office, search warrant, open the door! Flagler County Sheriff's Office, search warrant, open the door! Flagler County Sheriff's Office, search warrant, open the door! Dog. Show hands. Slowly open the door.
I ain't gonna lie, that would have scared the dog shit out of me. I looked at a little, you know what I'm saying? And you got the gun out with the light beaming in my face. Hey, open the door. I'd have been shook, I ain't gonna lie.
And get control of your dog, okay? Sheriff's Office. Okay.
This is 60-year-old Dorothy Singer, and where her missing husband turned up is straight out.
Hold on. We need to take one more look at Dorothy. This is the woman y'all accusing of killing her husband.
This is 60-year-old Dorothy Singer, and where her missing husband turned up is straight out of a murder mystery novel. For months, Dorothy led detectives and Charles's loved ones on a pointless pursuit, impersonating Charles on text messages and using his bank accounts.
Oh yeah, she's going to jail. She's going to jail, bucko. You texting off of his phone, that's just going to leave the message right there. So now she's going to, listen, she's going to tell the cops, hey, he left. You know what I'm saying? Haven't seen him, don't know where he at, blase, all this good stuff that she making it sound good. The messages, once they start doing the cell phone data and all the pinging and stuff, is going to lead right back there. You're done.
What police didn't know was that Charles had been on the property the whole time, just yards away, and what started out as a missing persons report would lead police to one of the most bizarre husband and wife murders. In Flagler County, Florida, Charles and Dorothy Singer lived in a rural area where it wasn't unusual to hear gunshots or domestic altercations. Sometime in February 2017, Lori, Charles's sister, had become increasingly suspicious that she has not physically heard from her brother. Lori had tried to invite Charles and Dorothy to several functions, and each time Dorothy would find an excuse for her and Charles not to show up. Lori also received several text messages from her brother that just didn't seem right to her. Charles hardly ever texted because of his eyesight. It was so bad that he didn't even have a driver's license. He was considered legally blind. Lori and her
P.O.P., baby, hold it down.
husband were growing increasingly concerned after an unknown friend of Charles told them at a gas station that Charles and Dorothy had gotten into a bad fight, and no one had seen him since. James, Lori's husband, filed a missing persons report for Charles. Deputies conducted a welfare check, and conveniently the very next day, Lori received a text from Charles telling her that he was fine. However, something was very off. How would Charles know that police made a visit to their home? There are no cameras, and Dorothy claims she hasn't heard from him. Investigators interview Dorothy to see what she knows.
This stupid ass female text "I'm fine" from his phone to her own phone after the cops left, but there ain't no cameras and there was no way for him to even know. And if you haven't heard or spoke with him or not haven't like this, you motherfuckers be watching too many movies. The same way they said Facebook and all social medias fucked up the world, so did everything else, bro. So did Netflix, Tubi, anything that's showing these fake ass murder mystery shits. That's just all these low budget movies that's having people thinking they smarter than the average. You're not. You seen all off of a Netflix movie. You incremented it in real life. You might have not even seen it on Netflix. It might have been Lifetime Movie Net. This is some Lifetime Movie Network shit.
Use, and that he treated her terribly. She also claimed with Charles interviewed Dorothy to see what she knows. Dorothy claims that she got into a fight with Charles over his narcotics use and that he treated her terribly. She also claimed that when he left her with no debit card to his account. Detectives were able to get the bank records from Dorothy and verified each transaction. However, recovered video footage clearly showed her making ATM withdrawals and purchases. Dorothy's explanations about these transactions were inconsistent and unconvincing.
Oh, and it looks like Social Security went in.
Yeah, so
3-2 for 1091, 1,000.
And then Straight Talk.
That is the house phone.
Oh, okay.
And it automatic.
It comes out every month.
Right, it come out there, and it looked like it come out again today.
Oh, okay.
Or the 3rd, yeah, which would have been today.
Okay.
So the Social Security goes in the beginning
On the
of the... Okay, and that just goes in automatically no matter what.
Right there. And here it was less because they took his insurance out.
Oh, okay, so he usually gets 13.
Yeah.
Almost 14.
Well, he was getting 14 something, and then they started taking, the state of Florida don't pay for their insurance no more. So there they took out 3 months.
So how do we... Where's the dates? Oh, I see them over there.
Yeah. All right, so
Next one.
the life insurance.
That's automatically.
And
I didn't even know about that. I was like, what?
Capital One.
You ain't know about the life insurance? Okay.
That's his credit card.
Okay, that he has with him, right?
Right.
And he has all of his credit cards?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So he made a phone payment on the 10th? What's today? No.
This is 3/10. Today is the 3rd.
Oh, the April.
So he had to call from his phone to make that payment? Okay. Walmart in Palatka?
I'm assuming we were just talking about that. He has to be with Brian. That's the only reason he'd be over there.
The suspicious financial activity, combined with Dorothy's inconsistent statements and defensive behavior, suggested she might be hiding something. Her access to Charles's accounts, the unexplained withdrawals, and the conflicting stories made her involvement in the case increasingly hard to ignore.
Plug is in the car, so just don't open it.
Okay. All right, good morning, guys. Sorry to wake you up like this.
That's okay.
Is the house completely clear? Okay. Do you guys want to sit on your couch? Inside? Okay, it's cold. All right. Let's go ahead and go inside.
Clear it. Watch yourself going up those stairs.
So why the mom and daughter got on handcuffs or zip ties, uses handcuffs, and the son don't? They think the daughter got something to do with it too?
Video of the inside of the home was redacted for confidentiality, but during this time, Detective Conrad confronts Dorothy about her lies. Phone records proved that the texts coming from Charles's phone were sent from the home. Dorothy was given one last chance to come out with the truth, and she ended their conversations by asking for her lawyer. Officers placed Dorothy and her daughter Amber in patrol vehicles while they continued with the search of the property. A few days prior, Dorothy had allowed Detective Conrad to explore the property with her consent. During that search, her body language became increasingly nervous and withdrawn as they got to the back of the property by the woods. She tried to steer them back to the house more than once, when Detective Conrad noticed strategically placed branches and a tarp over a john boat That's when she knew they had to search there first. What they are about to uncover next.
Yeah, because that spot looked obvious and dumb as hell, like you put them underneath a boat and some branches. Is that what they saying? Hold on, let's get to the bottom of this.
Would bring closure to Charles Singer's family and months worth of searching to an end.
She already know which way she went. It's over.
The camouflage tarp that was purchased at Ace Hardware on February 10th, 2017, was consistent with the tarp that was covering the suspicious John boat.
If this was a random person, she might be scotch-free. But the fact that this is her husband and people's looking for him, like if this, like I said, if this was a random person and they put the body right there and did that sink, there ain't no reason for them to come there. If they do, they probably ain't gonna be able to do all the stuff they doing now. Fact that that's your husband. Messages is coming from his phone, from this location. His cards is being used with you using them. It's over. It's a wrap.
Officers are confident that Charles could be under the boat, and they are carefully moving the branches and tarp so they are not disturbing the crime scene.
Sorry.
Yeah. Watch out. Watch that ball.
Right down there, booby trap.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Lift right there, and then right here.
One of you got it, and then you want me down and listen?
All set? Oh yeah. Yeah. Hey. Yep. All right.
We got
Verified.
Right there. Buddy right there. Buddy right there. It good enough is over. What would your and it's over and it's far from over. Hey, I should have played that Drake right there. It's over.
Let me see.
Right. Yeah. Take a picture of it. Yeah. Do it. Hey, Jody.
Okay.
All right, Jody.
There's the mothballs.
Take a picture of the mothball for me, too.
That's okay.
All right, let's
After the news had spread, Dorothy's sister voluntarily turned over a .22 Winchester Magnum that had been in Dorothy's possession for about a year before being returned 2 months prior.
Hold on. So your sister returned a .22 Magnum that you had for over a year that you just returned. So you gave your sister the murder weapon? That's nasty work.
Around the time Charles had gone missing, ballistics confirmed it was the murder weapon. Police were also contacted by a confidential informant who agreed to a controlled meeting with an audio recording device. Dorothy was planning on leaving the state and faking a suicide. During the controlled meeting, Dorothy described the incident to the informant and ultimately admitted to shooting Charles after an argument. They started struggling and the gun went off in Charles's chest. Dorothy stated she blacked out, and the next she remembers was sitting on the ground at Charles's head and unloading the gun until it was clicking. As authorities uncovered the body, it was found wrapped in a bedding comforter and a tarp, with white twine tied around its neck and midsection. The body showed signs of trauma, including a small hole in the skull and a possible fracture to the left side. A further investigation of the property revealed bloodstains on the headboard, carpet, and curtains in the master bedroom, as well as mothball packaging and a camouflage tarp, which had been purchased by Dorothy. Charles Singer's wallet was found at the scene, though it was missing his EBT and ViStar cards.
Singer?
Initially convicted of first-degree murder in May 2019, Singer was sentenced to life in prison following a 5-day trial.
You're being charged this morning with first-degree murder with a firearm. Is it your intention to hire a private attorney to represent you today, ma'am?
No.
That was a no?
Yeah,
Okay, then let me ask you some questions about your finances. Are you working?
I was.
Okay, where are you working, ma'am?
Manufacturing.
And how much do you earn?
$400 a week.
Do you own
$400 a week. $1,600 a month. Just say $1,500 a month in 2 months. I mean, well, she did have her own little, you know what I'm saying, little land and all that. Hopefully she wasn't paying no goddamn rent or no mortgage or nothing, but because 24 bands a year damn near is, that ain't cutting it.
a house or any land?
No.
Do you own a vehicle or a truck?
No.
I will conditionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you today, ma'am. You will need to fill out more detailed financial documentation at your next court date if you wish to continue with their services, okay?
Okay.
All right, I have reviewed the 707 arrest affidavit and the warrant signed by myself. I will find probable cause. State, is it your intention to file the appropriate motion to detain Ms.
Yes,
Singer?
Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Warren, anything this morning?
No objection as to PC.
Okay.
I anticipate being appointed. I've already been out to see her. And if we do file a bond motion, we'll file that appropriately within the next week or two.
Okay, I'll leave the bond as set at none, and I had also made a note on there, no contact with the victim's family or any witnesses in the case. So I will leave that in place as well. Thank you, Ms. Singer.
Although Dorothy claimed self-defense and some friends had told deputies Charles and Dorothy had been in a physically abusive relationship before, the lies and deceit ultimately led Dorothy to a murder conviction. If you or someone you know could be a victim of domestic abuse,
There's not too much you can do or say to defend yourself, because when you're claiming self-defense as a self-defense tactic, you have to call the authority as soon as you either, one, have the time to, or two, neutralize the suspect. Let's be honest. Even if he was whooping your ass, you carried that on the wrong way, because one, you killed him. And like I said, instead of calling the authority and be like, hey, my husband was whooping my ass, I had to shoot cuz, you decided to kill him, purchase the stuff to hide the body, send out false text messages to his family as well as yourself. Like, you went on above and beyond to the point where it's like, I killed him. It wasn't no self-defense. Like, and that's just what you're going to be. That's just a given. Like, it's just what you saying happened didn't happen, and it don't add up. Now, if you was frustrated and just popped him, and I don't know if you can get like a crime of passion and all of that because you was so out of your mind. But the fact that you murdered him, hid the body for a few months and all of that, and they're not letting you free. They shouldn't, and they're not. Like, you feel what I'm saying? That's just me. What do y'all think about this situation in the comments? Make sure you let me know. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video. We're going to be doing a hell of content like this. Give me a rating on what you like. Not even a rating. Let me know if you like these true stories more like this, wild dash cam footage. Let me know what you want to see me do next, and make sure that you subbed and like the video so you don't miss them. I appreciate y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one.